Hello, you've reached a place where history speaks. Before you leave a message, I want to take you on a brief journey to the heart of one of Africa's most powerful kingdoms and its tragic fall. In 1892, British ambitions arrived on the banks of the Benin River. Captain Henry Elliot Galway came with a treaty, cloaked in diplomacy, but laced with control. From the misty river at dawn, villagers watched Portuguese and British ships with white sails drift in, silent messengers of change and conquest. The resilient Oba PRE 1897. Inside the mighty Benin Palace, Oba Ovonramwen Nogbaisi sat on his bronze throne, adorned in coral beads. He was determined, resisting Britain's push for free trade that would strip him of authority and unravel centuries of tradition. Beside him, his chiefs bowed and the royal seer cowries for guidance. The Oba stood strong, but shadows were gathering. Under moonlight by a quiet riverbank, a high-ranking Benin chief knelt before pale-skinned men. Gold changed hands, loyalty shifted in secret, and with it, a crack formed in the walls of the kingdom. The ill-fated expedition January 4, 1897. Ignoring sacred warnings, British Acting Consul General James Robert Phillips led a so-called peace mission into Benin, but the Oba had postponed visitors for religious rites. On January 4, 1897, in the dense jungle, Phillips' party was ambushed. Few survived. London now had its excuse. Punitive justice, February 1897. Admiral Harry Rawson led the charge. In February 1897, warships steamed toward Benin. Marines prepared artillery, and a brutal campaign began, swift, ruthless, and devastating. The 4th February 18, 1897. Despite fierce resistance, Benin warriors were no match for British guns. On February 18th, the city fell. Palaces were burned. Priceless Benin bronzes, art, history, identity were looted and shipped overseas. The Oba's exile and legacy, August 1897 onward. By August, Oba Ovonramwen surrendered. He was exiled to Calabar, where he later died. But though the kingdom was silenced, its spirit endures in the rhythms of its stories and the legacy of its art. This was the Benin expedition of 1897, a chapter not just of loss, but of resistance, betrayal, and memory. Thank you for listening. Please leave your message after the tone, and as you do, reflect on the power of our past.